Hey girls, it's another one take from my tablet today because I completely forgot that I was supposed to make a video, and I'm just too lazy to do it any other way, plus it's kind of late at night and no longer Monday over in Europe, but it's still definitely, hands down, Monday in Los Angeles, so I'm not late or anything. Yeah. Anyway, again, I have to make up a topic on a topic on the spot because we have not come up with one in advance that's like a thing that we should maybe start doing, on a regular basis, because I kind of suck at this. But I feel like talking about keeping in touch because that is a theme that I think is kind of relevant to like what our channel is supposed to be about. Yeah. I moved twice in 3 months, the first time internationally and then the second time across 2 time zones here in the US. So there has been a lot of kind of bouncing around, and staying in touch with people in each place that I have left is kind of a big thing in my life at this moment. It's kind of a giant reminder of how insanely bad at keeping in touch I am. And the thing that sucks about this is that you can really only be bad at it because you fail to make it a priority. Finding jobs in a new place and finding jobs in this new place and a new apartment and all of that, it's taken precedence since I got here, and while that feels kind of understandable, it's like life always kind of gets in the way, you know what I mean? And at a certain point, my failure to make specific people a priority is a subtle way of me saying that I don't mind those friendships drifting apart. And I mean, I get that friendships do drift apart. That's life. That's a thing that happens. It's natural. You can't stay close with all the people. You can't do it. I've lived in enough places and had very close friends in each of those places that it's not possible for me to remain that close, as close as I once was with all of those people. But I hate that I'm like sending this subtle message that some of these people just aren't important to me. I mean, that said, it's a two-way street and it's not just me and blah, 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 whatever. I do make a pretty conscious effort to hold up my end of the bargain when other people are good about reaching out. I'm just really shit about being the one to reach out on my own, and I'm not really sure what to do about that. My best friend and I actually used to maintain this locked LiveJournal account where we would write letters back and forth to each other. I think it started around the time, a little bit before we graduated from high school, and it lasted for, 3 years maybe, and that was a really great way, actually, of keeping in touch. And then, there's this, of course. I've been pretty good most of the time, I think, of doing my part. And that's kind of crazy since we, met each other through this. Which, yeah, this is kind of solidifying my feeling of, man, I suck, because I'm doing my part to stay in touch with some people who I've only met one of in person, and I'm not keeping in touch with other people, and that it makes me feel like an asshole. My sister and I've been vlogging about Buffy the Vampire Slayer over at snarksquad.com, and so when I got home and I made her watch the episodes with me, and so since I left, we've been doing Buffy, we were watching it together, and now we're watching it together over Skype, and so that's kind of cool, so we still get to share that experience, and I'm moving the tablet back and forth because I'm getting all animated and handsy again, and that's not a good thing to do. But project, activity, I think it's a lot easier to keep in touch and not make it feel like a chore when you have some sort of activity around it. This is approaching 4 minutes, so thoughts on this, ideas, how to keep in touch, yeah?